The lives of K-pop idols are often filled with highlights and attention coming from all corners of the world. However, although they often look perfect on stage, their personal lives are not infrequently filled with no less weighty challenges. One of the emotional moments that recently took the world by storm was when Jin, the oldest member of the phenomenal group BTS, was seen crying watching his youngest brother, Jungkook, struggle with his illness. What exactly happened? Why is this moment so exciting for fans? A close friendship BTS is not just a music group, they are a family. From grueling workouts to long journeys that take them to different corners of the world, the members of BTS have always supported each other. However, there is one relationship that is so special between them, the relationship between Jin and Jungkook. As an older brother, Jin always felt responsible for protecting and guiding Jungkook, who is considered his younger brother. The two have a very deep closeness, and as Jungkook begins to face the ordeals of his life, Jin can't hide his feelings. Jungkook's poor health. Jungkook's journey in the world of music was not easy. As the lead vocalist of BTS, she faces tremendous pressure every day. The desire to look perfect and meet the expectations of fans and management makes him sometimes have to fight hard to stay healthy. However, behind the energetic appearance and excellent performance, Jungkook turned out to be fighting a fairly serious illness. Jungkook's illness affected not only his physical, but also his mental health. Facing this challenge alone is definitely not easy, and it is in such moments that he needs the support of those closest to him. The moment in which Jin is seen crying at the sight of his sister's struggle indicates how much love and care he has for Jungkook. Jin tears, a sign of strength in grief when Jin cries, not only because he sees Jungkook is sick, but also because of his feeling of helplessness. As a big brother, he wants to protect Jungkook from all hardships and pain, yet he knows that sometimes everyone has to face their own life's trials. The moment became a symbol of a very strong inner bond between the two of them. Jin, although known for being cheerful and full of laughter, shows an emotional side that is rarely seen by the public. Jin's cry not only touched the hearts of fans, but also reminded us that even though idols often come across as powerful, they are still mere mortals who have their own feelings and vulnerabilities. Jin cries because he knows that even though they are on the cusp of success, the real struggle is not always visible on stage. Support and attention from fans. As a group that has a huge global fan base, BTS always gets the attention of their loyal fans, known as ARMY. When news of Jungkook's struggle spread, the ARMY immediately showed their support through various social media platforms. Thousands of messages of encouragement and prayers poured in for Jungkook, as well as empathy for Jin, who saw his brother struggle. Not only that, the fans also showed their concern by sending various gifts and positive messages to Jungkook. Seeing how much love is given by the fans, it certainly becomes one of the great strengths for Jungkook in dealing with his illness. Her support comes not only from family and close friends, but also from all over the world who have always supported her, both in happy and difficult moments. Jungkook. Facing illness with hidden power. Jungkook, despite looking strong on the outside, has a fragile side that few people know about. Like many others, she had to struggle to cope with the pain and fear that came with the illness she was suffering from. However, despite struggling in silence, Jungkook showed incredible strength. He constantly strives to perform at his best on stage and does not let his illness hinder his passion for work. Jungkook's struggle reminds us of the importance of maintaining physical and mental health, as well as how life's challenges can come unexpectedly. No one can predict when difficulties come, but for sure, the strength to face them comes from the support of those we love. For Jungkook, it was family and ARMY who were always there at his every step. BTS journey and foresight despite these difficult times being a tough test for Jungkook, as well as for Jin, who felt pressured by the condition. BTS still showed incredible toughness and dedication. This emotional moment is also a lesson for BTS fans about the true meaning of friendship and family. BTS, who have gone through many challenges and difficulties in their career journey, are now faced with a new challenge. However, just as they always face all odds with an unwavering spirit, Jungkook also showed that he is ready to fight his illness with all his strength. Friendship and mutual strengthening support are the main keys for them to get through these difficult times. What can we learn from Jungkook and Jin's struggle? This story teaches us many things. First, that no one really knows what goes on behind the scenes of an idol's life. They may seem perfect and full of energy, but behind that there are life challenges to face. Secondly, that the importance of the support of family and friends in the face of difficult times is enormous. Jin, as a caring brother, and Army as a loyal fan, shows that love and care can strengthen a person more than we imagine. Finally, this story also reminds us to always take care of our mental and physical health, and to make room for ourselves to feel weak and in need of help. Although the world is constantly spinning with its rush, it is important to remember that we all have a human side that needs to be cared for and appreciated. In a world full of news that comes and goes quickly, we are sometimes faced with a big question. How far can we trust in information? Is it true that Jin cried watching Jungkook struggle with his illness? Or is this just a deliberate fabrication created to attract the attention of the media and fans? Some of these questions are of course important when we respond to news or articles circulating, especially regarding K-pop idols who are always in the spotlight of the world. Along with a growing number of social media and digital platforms, the information we receive is growing faster and continues to grow. Not infrequently, we hear stories that are so heartwarming and make us feel connected to the life of an idol. However, can we really be sure that all these stories are true? Or are we simply carried away by a narrative packaged in such a way as to attract the attention of the public? Reflecting on a heartwarming story when we read about Jin crying watching Jungkook struggle with illness, of course many of us felt touched and moved. The story of a brother who cares deeply about his sister, as well as the struggle of an idol against an invisible disease, is very easy to touch our emotions. We imagine what it's like to be trapped in a stressful world, and how friendships and family provide the strength to endure. However, behind all that, there are many questions that we need to answer. Did this really happen as told? Are we able to fully trust the narrative presented? Or is this just part of the media's game to attract attention and create a sensation? In a fast-paced and competitive world, it's not uncommon for news to be created for a specific purpose, be it to drive up click-through rates, boost ratings, or even to direct attention to something bigger. We need to think critically and question whether everything we read really reflects reality or is just a mere fabrication.